know how you go out there and you shoot a video and then you go back to your Premiere Pro or whatever software you like to use for editing, and you upload it to your timeline and realize that, oh my God, the image is not turning out the way you planned it. Kind of like what I went through with this image. I went out and I shot this. I needed to capture that airplane. Of course, it's not hard to guess that I would expose for the sky, you know, because I needed to capture the airplane. I exposed for the sky and then my shadows were crushed in the process. So I need to reclaim some of that back. Now, if this actually helps you in any way, consider subscribing to this channel and hit the bell notification so you don't miss another video like this from me. Let's get working on this image right now. The first thing I did was that I simply just double checked the white balance to ensure that everything is correct so that all the colors will come together as I want it to be. By clicking on the eyedropper tool, and I looked for a gray area in the sky and I clicked on it, and that automatically just aligned my white balance. I dropped my highlight to minus 2.1 or 2.2 just to keep the highlight under 100 on the highlight axis in my waveform, and then while I keep my eyes on the shadow so that I don't further crush my shadows, you know. After that, I carved a slight S curve on the curve just to add a little bit of contrast to the image, and I raised the lower axis of the curve up a little bit to get some of that details back that I lost in the shadow. So what I did next was that I simply just went to my HSL. On HSL, I decided to highlight the greenery. I was fine with the sky, but I simply just went on the greenery where I had lost some details and then just highlighted that portion. That gave me control over the dark area alone. So whatever I do going forward from here will not affect any other aspect of the image, but those particular places where I highlighted, which is the shadow. And so what I did, having successfully highlighted the shadows or the green areas of this image, I didn't change the color yet, but I raised the slider to retain some of the details that I had lost in the shadow. After that, I moved to stylizing the image to give it that moody look. How I achieved that, I simply went to Effect and I applied another level of lumetri color to my clip. On the first level here, I simply dropped the greens and the blue, protecting the red channels. And then I moved to the second level. I simply did the same thing, and I did the same thing for the third so that I can desaturate all that greens and then reduce some of the yellow in the image. This I did to give me total control of the kind of green that I want my image to have, because I really don't like that green that has a lot of saturation and a lot of yellow tints to it. So basically that's the reason why I did what I did. So I'll now begin to really look at how to give it my own green. Another thing that I would do is to apply another layer of lumetri color by just going to lumetri panel and just add lumetri color so that I can use the red channel of the curve to actually bring some green back into a green area of my image. In this case, it will be a controlled green. It won't be the type of green that I didn't really have, you know, control over, just to give it that moody and matte feel, you know, so that it looks different. And I really like the kind of green that this thing has turned into. I've been able to reclaim my lost details in the shadow of this image, and that's how I like my green to look. I have been practicing this. I was able to create some masks in the greenery to boost the highlight a little bit, just to give it a little bit of an extra contrast in specific areas, just to give it a better look. That is exactly what I did. There you have it. It's very simple to achieve. You can try it. If you like this video, give me thumbs up and then subscribe to this channel so that you will never miss another update from me. Always remember that the best time to create is now. Until another video, this is Sam. I am signing out. Peace.
Ooh, ooh, come on and go with me. Ooh.